Hey YouTube! You don't see very many P90 loaded Stratocasters, do you? Well, so I made one just because I was interested in it. So this has got Duncan designed P90s in it, a new scratch plate. The guitar itself is, I don't know if it's an Affinity Strat. It doesn't say Affinity on it, it just says Strat on the headstock. Serial number CAE002, that'd be a year 2000. Pretty much mint condition. It was like the white scratch plate, and in fact it's sitting over there. White scratch plate and white pickup, normal single coil, so I put P90s in it. So we've got a volume, and a tone, and no switch, because I thought that was cool. One of my pals was right into, said if you do put two P90s, make sure you've got a volume control for each one, so you can mix, to get a tone between the two. So sounded like a good idea to me, so I did it. Also, I wasn't sure, I was going to put a toggle switch in, but I wasn't sure whether you get in the way or not. It's quite easy to put one in if it came to it. So we've got, and I did it this way round. I put this is the neck pickup volume, this is the bridge pickup volume, and a master tone. So if we go for, I'll put the bridge pickup on first. So bridge. Does not sound like a Strat anymore. If you mix the two of them in together, you might try a bit less of the rat pedal, a bit more of the Marshall Governor. You see, here's a single coil now. As usual, I was too excited to play it to actually wait for the strings to stretch in a bit. Hold on, I'm just going to tune it for 2 seconds. So, I should really just wait. Yeah, it was the D was the culprit. I hit it too hard. So it's really, really thick sounds. That's the neck. The bridge even, this is the neck. I just prefer the rat pedal, it's just me. A bit more metal to it. Yep, so I also put on the volume control, I put a phase reverse on the bridge pickup. Reverse. So you can mix that in with the neck pickup on. Strats are pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what model this is. It's got proper, I was going to say Fender branded, but it's got the proper Squier branded tuners on it. Pretty good. Rosewood board, which obviously you're not going to be getting anymore, especially not in cheaper guitars. Standard Strat tremolo unit. I've not put the back on it yet. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got a black one. I'll have a look for a black cover. It was a white cover that was on it originally, so I'll just put the white cover back on it again. Don't know if anyone ever sees the back of the guitar. and I changed the end of the tremolo tip to black as well to go with it. Yeah, so I didn't buy this scratch plate. This scratch plate was a completely blank one with no holes in it at all. Well, it had the screw holes in it, but it didn't have any pickups holes in it. So it's just one ply black, or I think it is actually 3 ply, but it's 3 plies and they're all black. So it's a little bit. If you look at it, I'm being a bit overcritical. You have to be looking at it pretty close to see that I'm not quite cut that out. It does look a wee bit homemadey. Cutting around here, it's not perfectly straight lines, but it's not much. You'd really have to be looking at it hard to get that. And you don't, as far as I'm aware, you don't get P90 strats. I think there's a Wilkinson one, like a copy of a Wilkinson, a strat with a slightly different scratch, but maybe a slightly different headstock. But you don't actually get P90 strats. I don't know why. It seems to work absolutely brilliantly. A complaint I do have against Seymour Duncan's, and well, these are actually Duncan designed, but I've got a Godin that's got Seymour Duncan's in it as well, and one of them, this is geek talk, you probably won't be interested, but it's got normally if you make one of them reverse wound when you're making the pickup to start with, it means that when you've got them both on, it's hum cancelling, so you don't get the buzz. But these are both the same, and the real Seymour Duncans are the same. It just seems such an easy thing to do, to just make one of them reverse wound so that when you've got both of them on, it's hum cancelling. Also, that would have meant I could have put them both in series and had one big massive humbucker, which you can't do, which is annoying. I did a guitar recently, I think it was a Telly, and it had iron gear pickups in it, and they were hum cancelling. So what I did was I put instead of having a phase switch, in fact I think I had a phase switch and a series parallel switch, and the series switch gave you a big massive fat humbucker, which was probably, it's good for Sabbath and sludge, you know, doom metal and stuff like that. I did have a bit of a debate with myself on what way round to put the two volume controls. It's wired like a jazz bass, so if you've got one of them off, the bridge still on, you can turn it down and you can turn that one up. So if you, with clever manipulation, you can get all the sounds just like between them. But there's lots of sweet spots in there. If you're wanting a little bit less of a sort of metal sound, using cleans, but I mean this camera can't handle it. I'm going to sort it out. I will, I promise. I'm going to have to punt this on because I've just got so many guitars I can't keep them. But this guitar was pretty much brand spanking new when I got it. I got it off the same guy I got a recent Ibanez bass off, and it was just mint. I don't think he'd ever played. It's one of those ones, you know, he'd bought himself a Christmas present and then just never actually got round to it. It was totally mint. I still had to adjust the truss rod a bit because it's 10 years old, or if it's 2000, it's 18 years old. So it's like 2 years time vintage Strat, even though there's absolutely zero fretwear, there's no dinks on it. There's, if you're being super critical, there's a tiny scratch there. See that scratch there? There's a tiny scratch there, but that doesn't count as anything. The rest of it's pretty much mint. So I think that'll probably just do me for rocking on. I think I'm going to call this one Darth Vader Stratocaster, because if you played the Strat, it would be this one.